Hey guys, it's Scrap Fabulous again, Jessica, with another layout flip. This is 64 through 110, so I will try to go as quickly as possible so that this isn't too terribly long. Again, I've been, working on Facebook groups, the challenges that are on there, which are fabulous because they really kept me motivated this year on getting my 365 pages done this year. So let's just jump in so that this isn't too long. Okay, so, and again, I'm on a freeze this year, and especially now that this pandemic is going on and keeps going on. So it's really been using a lot of my stash, so, which is fabulous. Okay, so here, this paper is really uber old. I don't know if you can see. So here's one, using up a bunch of my stash. Me and my Aunt Pat's very old picture. Yeah, that layout was done back in February, as was this one. We had visited my mom. They threw her a surprise birthday party. She lives about 5 hours away from me, and we all surprised her. And then this is the ladies of the family. And this was using a really fun sketch where you used different, border punches, which was a lot of fun. And then I used some trim, some old chipboard pieces that I had. Yeah, it was another one in February. Here's another one from a sketch. Unfortunately, I don't have pictures of the sketches readily available. So this was the men. Oh, well, that just came off. I'm gonna have to glue that. Don't you just love when you're going through layouts and something falls off? Sorry guys, but I have to get it on there or I might not ever. Okay, so it's another one from the same surprise. These are her siblings that are left in the family. Some more of these beautiful chipboard pieces. Yeah. And then it's another one. I'm pretty sure this was also a sketch. I wish that I could give you more information. Unfortunately, a lot of times I try to, throw things away right away, and I don't record specifically what collections I've used, but I have started doing this, which I can't remember who I saw do that. Yeah, it's not gonna focus, which is fine. But it's, writing the date that I complete the layout and then what layout it is of the year. I think that's a lot of fun. There's another one. Do you guys find it hard to use like a stark white background? I find it hard because I feel like, oh my gosh, I've got to fill it up. I mean, it usually turns out fine. I have a hard time. So yeah, use thicker. These are really old, from Michael's, I believe. And then another one. My brother being silly. And then here was her. Very, very surprised. This was a cool layout. So it was a two-page layout sketch that I saw someone else do. And I just thought it was fabulous how much pattern paper it used. Yeah, I loved this one. And I got to use some thickers that I've had for a very long time. So that one was a lot of fun. Oh, I need to. Okay, and here's another one. So this is my oldest son, who is now in the military with my brother, and he was going through that phase of he's too cool to smile. So I kind of recorded that with this layout. These layouts were done back in January. It's me, my brother, my mother at the same party. Used a different collection. I don't know if you can see here, my youngest son like photobombed us, but just barely. Thought that was so cute. And then her opening her gifts. So this is another thing that I started doing this year, was this, like, you know, backing it and then also gutting the paper, which I love. I love how that finishes it. I don't remember who I first saw do that. A lot of ladies do it, but I thought it was brilliant. I actually used some stamping, which means this was probably a challenge, and I probably had to use stamps, which God knows I have plenty. Here's another one. I'm pretty sure this was another sketch, and then, you know, probably a challenge. And then another one. This for sure was a sketch challenge, because I would not have come up with this idea on my own. All these hearts down the side. More of these were done in February. There's another one. I love seeing how other people like cluster up flowers, and I always feel like it's a struggle for me, but because I want to just keep adding and adding and adding. Okay, and here's another one. This one, I believe you had to use, it's either butterflies or it was metal. So I was excited to get these tiny little brads on here that I've had for forever, and some more stamping. And another one. That's not too exciting. It's my oldest son. Took him to get a haircut. This is the before. Oh yeah, and this was my little scrapbook store challenge back in February. And then the after. Another my little scrapbook store challenge. And here's this one. Some really old from Michael's. Nice sequin bows from AliExpress. Oh, and this was the Secret Not Secret Kit Club party. I got 4 points for this one. This was back in January. And this one. This wood grain, y'all. Oh, I believe, yeah, this is the one that I bought like a big stack of it in Tuesday morning. You know, back when they were all open. This layout was done in February. Love, love, love. And this was one that I tried some of that Spritz Misty stuff on, which I'm digging now. But again, this one is another one of those ones that I feel like is missing something, but I don't know what to do to it. Maybe I'll add some pink, some of this deeper pink. I don't know. Anyway, this was my little scrapbook store challenge as well. I guess it was just using half a page. This one, okay, so I think this was, I don't have it written down, but I think this was a challenge because I used this stamp that I had never used before. And at first I was really on the struggle bus with this one because the color of this dress, I was like, how am I going to, you know, not clash with that, because these browns and oranges, and I'm not big on the browns and oranges unless it's a fall layout. And boy, this just came together so easily. I was happily surprised. So anyway, it's her being silly. It's our oldest daughter. Unfortunately, it's not in our lives anymore, but hopefully one day. Okay. Here's some from, so this was her birthday party. So they're actually two people that I go away and scrapbook with. So I wanted these pages to really be like pop, you know? So, yeah. I don't know if this was a challenge, but this was done in March. And then another one from that party. I got one of these big metal embellishments on it, which was awesome. Yeah. And then here's one of me and my hubby at the party. This was using some Prima paper, I believe, and this is Bo Bunny. We don't get dressed up very much. When we do, I definitely like to document it. Oh, this was part of Calvin Ball, which I started off like, yeah, I'm really gonna get into this Calvin Ball, and then like a couple weeks into it, when the points were just like crazy, and then we ended up on work from home, I was like, okay, nope, next year hopefully I'll be ready prepared. This year it ain't happening. But it was fun because it like started to make me really look outside the box, but whew, that was something. So it's another layout using that same Prima paper, and then this I think was just I think it was a Recollections paper pad. So I was glad to use some of that up in this Bo Bunny. Some flare, and an AliExpress bow, and some trim. This is one of my BFFs and my hubby. And this is us boogieing. Oops, that glares bad, but my lighting in here is rough. So, and then here's her and I. This is a sketch I saw somewhere, probably on Pinterest, which now that I see this layout, I have used quite a bit. And some more. Actually, oh, this one, all I did was I used this background paper and then just kind of covered up the corners, which was awesome. These, I love these words. It's a group photo, same party. A lot of the same papers. And getting close to the end. So here's one from my oldest son when he shadowed at private school that he ended up going to. This was back in February. And then this was his first day at that school. He was a freshman. Here, this is definitely a sketch where it was just these circles that were going out like this, and at first I was like, what the heck am I going to do with this? And I dug into my brads, and this just came together so easily. Digging sketches, because they really make me think and use stuff. So this was at my youngest son and my mom share the same birthday, so at her surprise party they also had a cake for my youngest son, which was very sweet. Yeah, it was a Maggie sketch, I think is what I put on there. And then this was his birthday party that we actually threw for him. At another time, I don't remember how old he was, but he wanted to go play laser tag. So there's that. When's this one done? It's another March. Here's more. More. I think this is all Echo Park, I believe. Or Cartabella. Yeah, it might be Echo Park. More. Oh, so he was 11. Glad I got that right. And then there's another one. Let's see. These are 73 and 74. These were done back in March. I believe it was a sketch that I saw. I actually used some washi, which is a shocker. my youngest daughter just graduated last year, and she got her CNA and her CCMA and her first aid and GNA. So that's that. And this, I found this paper from the convention last year, the scrapbooking convention last year. This lady makes specialty papers. So glad I got it, because this year it's been postponed, and with all this craziness going on, who knows if we're going to be able to have one at all. So that's that. And then this is a recent, this was just done May 16th. This was a Scrap Squad sketch, which was fun. I used some really old authentic paper. Yay. And then these are some pink paisley flowers that someone sent to me. And then another, using the authentic paper and some of the pink paisley. And I believe this was another, Scrap Squad. Oh, and I also, my little scrapbook store, one of the challenges, most recent challenges. And here's my youngest son's first day of preschool, carrying his blanket. I actually need to, I need to write on the back of these. These were just done, so. And then this was a sketch that I got off of Pinterest, which I thought was fabulous for a boy sketch. Just kind of block that color. These are really old CTMH. Yes, this was done May 17th. Yep, it was a Pinterest layout by Dory Miller. And last two. It's this one. It's my oldest son. My husband took him to his first concert. I actually used some of the spray mist stuff, some really old paper, and then this was the other page, the complimentary page to that. Yeah, so I will be having another layout flip, because I have more in an album that I've already put away, of course, from this year, and then of course I'll be continuing, because I am going to get 365 pages done this year. Anyway, thank you very much for visiting, and I hope that everyone is staying well, and I hope that everyone is finding time to create, to try to escape a little bit everything that's going on. Praying all the time for everyone, that we all get through this safe and sound, and yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you later. Toodles for now.